Oh, no. The next one here. Who is not?
Well, I still say the greatness of this country in 150 years could never have been done on some sort of an anti-God, God is dead program. And I would say that one of the things that has made this country great is faith and believing in somebody.
I know, and some of those founders have tried to ram it down the throats of those who didn't see God as an old man.
Well, I would say that they never try to ram it down your throat. Do you realize that this country has about 20 or 30 million people going to church every Sunday? And that you have the greatest Sunday school attendance the world has ever seen? You go over to Sweden, my goodness gracious, in our village, Borslev, where I grew up, 3 people go to church on the average, and they're about 90 years old. And God is dead in Sweden and in Europe. Now, this country is the greatest church-going.
But saying that faith and religion exists on the basis of church attendance is like saying that there are a lot of orgasms measuring the frequency and amount of sexual intercourse, or there's a lot of satisfaction. You don't know.
Well, you're speaking a different language, and I don't want to get down on that level to discuss with you.
Can I
because if you can compare church with sexual intercourse, you're out of my territory.
Well, that's exactly what's wrong with churches.
Well, if you had been...
That's exactly what Christianity has done to people, is that screwed them up sexually so badly that it would take a legion of psychiatrists and a legion of couches to straighten them out.
But Moses came down with the 10 Commandments, which gave a way of life, which is the basic for our laws and everything. Thou shalt not kill.
Are we killing in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and God knows where else now? In violation of one of those commandments?
Of course we're wrong.
Yes, but we're still following God the Father. Because Nixon is behaving like God the Father.
The fact that you all are uptight about Nixon's religious services and discriminating against one heads, can't you get something more important to worry about?
Well, that's not important to you because obviously you don't feel...
I'm not at all uptight about Mr. Nixon having various clergymen come to the White House.
It's admirable he has
I think that's obscene and it's unconstitutional. Federal property, and it's establishing religion.
I'm not hung up on the constitutional issue. The only thing that hangs me up is the hypocrisy. How a man can trot out various clergymen and then continue a policy that has meant the deaths and the maiming and the tragedy that has taken place in the last 15 or 16 months. That's what bothers me. He can have all the clergymen he wants, and I wish they'd do him some good, but they don't seem to.
Cardinal Cook thinks it's a holy war against communism.
Let me say something now.
He was wrong too.
President Nixon, from the day he got into the White House, has been de-escalating this war.
In Cambodia.
And wait a minute.
The fact is that he has said that he is going in right now. He is supposedly, with his good advisors, which know a lot more about fighting than you do.
No, they
He
don't.
said that
That's
if I
exactly
don't...
the point. They
He
don't.
said if I don't...
No,
he
knows
knows
They
more.
don't.
You were not a judge.
You know.
They don't.
You were not a judge.
We have seen, history has shown that the same advisors do...
He says, let me have...